The rubber ducky squeak.
My face?
No, you can stand in front of me.
Oh.
Perfect, actually. Well, hello.
Hi.
We're going to film a video today.
Okay.
Hidden features Tesla will not tell you about. Do you remember your service technician, or not service technician, but your delivery advisor, if they told you anything about your car when we first got this?
Literally nothing. We didn't have one, remember? We just...
Yeah, it was just a guy at a desk. Nothing against Tesla Cherry Hill. I think they were really busy that day. It was
Oh yeah, they fit us in actually. Do you
end of
remember?
the quarter.
We wanted to pick it up a day early.
Oh yeah.
And they squeezed us in, which was really nice.
So, henceforth, there are a lot of things that prospective Tesla owners or buyers or viewers or whatever may not know about that are super simple, super supportive to what you need on a daily basis. Like just simple stuff that they don't have in the manual, sometimes have in the manual. Some of these things are in the manual, some of the things...
Who's reading the manual? Not me.
Yeah, not anyone that isn't over 60 right now. And if I'm wrong, just let me know down below. Also, subscribe to this channel if you give a fuck. Other than that,
we could do all the commentary.
For what?
What you're gonna hear in the comments. Everyone should read the manual, and it's unsafe to not read the manual. That's gonna be the first comment.
Yep. Yeah. And let me stop you right there. We will make a separate video on that. We will definitely make a separate video on that. But first, what we'll do is something you're familiar with: preconditioning the car.
Oh, love.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Give me your 2 cents on that. We'll put more in the review video, but...
So, everyone has to know in advance, like this is someone who drove a Toyota Corolla, and I loved my Toyota Corolla, but it just didn't have like all the newest bells and whistles that cars have today. So, I was coming from just a pretty basic vehicle that I liked, and I'm now in a Tesla that I love. So, not having the ability to preheat my car before, you actually did get me a remote start, but even that, like, you have to be within a certain distance of the car. You have to point it at the car. You have to hold the button for like...
It's not as intuitive or seamless.
It's not as seamless. It's not as easy. I love preconditioning my car. I hate to be cold, and I just like...
Right.
And it's on a schedule, which is even more convenient than doing it every day. I just wake up, and by the time I leave for work, it's warm.
What we can do is we can come in here and just take a little gander at this. If you go to climate, you can set all this. We already have it preconditioned because we're about to leave. That's literally the it's what we're doing. We're about to drive the car. So
I wouldn't be getting in the car if it wasn't.
Yeah,
so.
you can check in here that you can adjust everything. You can vent the windows. Yeah, the app is pretty flawless for the most part, but you have had some issues in the past.
Yeah, so my thing is I think it might be my phone and not the app, because you never have, like, at least as many problems as I do.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I go to preheat my car, it just says, like, climate on failed, climate on failed, climate on
never
failed.
with
and
the plan.
You do not have that problem when you do yours. So I think my phone has a connectivity issue.
Yeah.
And I tried restarting it and disconnecting from Bluetooth and reconnecting and blah, blah, blah. And it just...
Of course.
Whatever.
And the main thing, like the main awesomeness of preconditioning the car, this is what maybe you did know, or I've told you in the past, or maybe you don't know. If you precondition it, obviously it's going to help optimize the battery's performance as far as range and everything. So you get more range. You're going to get a decent percentage of more range if you precondition your battery versus if you just hop in it cold. You're also saving yourself, which you haven't had any weird glitches or anything with this yet, right? You haven't owned it in like cold winter months.
True.
You know, you got it in what, April? And
March.
Okay, March.
End of March.
You got it in the end of March, and
it was cold, but
right
like
now
not
it's
like
almost
frigid
January.
weather.
Yeah, so like we're not really in snow territory where we are in the Northeast yet. Yeah. Maybe soon, honestly, at this point, hopefully. Kind of want some snow, but with that said, you don't have a lot of extreme cold weather. That tends to be, or from my experience, when the Plaid has had any issues. And when we get in the car, we'll show you how to do a soft reset, because if you're like her, you didn't have a delivery advisor, and they didn't get to tell you how to do that. But maybe use Reddit or Google. I don't know. It's up to you.
Or TrackSlayers.
Yeah, or that. So let's hop in the car, and I'll get the door for you, and we can do this. We will get you going. Hop on in with your white seats. Also, best way to clean the white seats. What do you think?
Spit on it.
Do you? Yes, that's what she said. Do you even have baby wipes on the car?
I think I have some in the glove box.
So
I used to have some in the glove box.
yeah, well, baby wipes is really all you have to do. You don't even clean your seats, do you? Have you cleaned your seats? And they glow.
They look brand new.
So we established the better range, right? You get better range for preconditioning and all that stuff. Less bugs, less crashes, less issues. Like I said, over the past 30,000 miles of my Plaid, only in the winter months and when I'm at low batteries when I've had some issues. And at first I think it was like operator error because I wasn't preconditioning the car before I got in it, which is exactly my point. But rarely happens anyway if you don't precondition. I just think it's better to let things prime, so to say, if you will, to get it all set up and ready to go so you can start driving. As seamless as they are simply complex. They're very intricate things. But soft reset, put your foot on the brake. Just make sure you're in park and hold both your fingers on those wheels. Just hold. And eventually you're going to see the screen go black and the car shuts off for about... Yeah, you can let go now. Oh. Shuts off for about 30 to 60 seconds. A hard reset, you just go in there manually. We're not going to show them. Okay. The hard reset, you go in, you literally turn the car physically off. You'll get that Tesla icon to come back up there for the soft reset. You'll see this after about 30 seconds. And eventually it will come back to life. So how do you feel about that? You haven't done that in a while. I was told... Because
like every time we like need to do it, which isn't often, you do it for me. So yeah. That's why I haven't done it.
I'm such a good human. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm just as good as I am really, really good looking.
I'm so lucky.
Yep. Now put your foot on the brake. See how that lit back up? And you're ready to rip. And there we are. Back to where we left off. Brings everything up. All that fun stuff. Also, you have shortcut customization, all this stuff too that you can mess with. We'll get into that in a second. But first, if you have issues or errors, press your finger on that car icon. Just hold it. No. Hold it for like 5 seconds and you'll see a little bloop. Oh, so it says thank you for your feedback. Your fingernail was covering it, but there's a little like wave that shoots out and tiny little icon. And yeah, that is effectively how you report bugs or issues or anything. We just confused the fuck out of someone because you didn't just have an issue and you did a soft reset. They're really going to be like, what went wrong? You opened the door. What went wrong? Shortcut customization here. A lot of this stuff, if you hold your finger on it, you can X things out and move them around. I'm not going to mess with it because I think you already customized this, yeah?
Like what is... I don't even know what this is.
I
never use it.
All right. Well, we can show you.
No, I don't use this. So this is like pointless to be... I'm always using my iPhone, like Apple Music.
Yeah. So you can get rid of this is what you're saying you'd want to do?
We can get rid of that one.
So if you go in the apps, yeah, you can just hit the X. I would keep your camera, obviously.
Yeah,
do you use that to call people?
I do all the time.
Then leave it there. And you have other stuff too, like browser, all this whatnot. Do you use Apple Music or you just use your phone?
I use my phone.
Okay, cool. I mean, you can have your heated stuff down. Like what I like to do is with my car, I added this stuff there. So hold your finger on that.
Yeah.
And
the heated seat.
Yeah, you can pull that down. I have that next to my car. You can pull down your steering wheel. It also doubles it over here for these people, the passenger. You wipers, defrost, you could throw that up there if you want.
No, that's okay.
That will lead into the next thing I'm about to show you. But just so you folks know watching, that's to exit out into that. That's your settings. Fun fact, if you're in the toy box, the new thing is the lock sound you can turn on or off. This is how I did it. I turn off your car and you can switch all these things. We did rubber ducky because, I don't know, it just makes sense.
It's cute. Yeah. It's a fun noise. But at first, it kind of sounded like an animal dying, but like you get used to it.
I never thought that. I always thought rubber ducky, but
I think it's because of the dogs. Like when I hear a noise like that, like a squeak, I'm like, oh my god, are the dogs okay?
Mm-hmm.
But no, if you actually like think about a rubber ducky, it sounds like a rubber ducky.
I think I told you about this. Turn your steering wheel, and for those of you viewing, focus on this. Notice how your wheel turns?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's adaptive to whatever your steering angle is, and you can actually move your car around and now turn your wheel. You can kind of see all that. You can see it moving around. If I move it around, you can see turn the wheel. Yeah. Put your foot on the brake. Yeah. Little aerial view, all that stuff. So that's the most pointless thing I'm probably going to tell you in this video. Other than like if you want to open your charge port, you can say open pee hole, open butthole. That's not really something we're interested in doing.
Wait, it knows that?
Yeah. You just got to do the voice command. Yeah, I have videos of it in the past too. So you're in park, but you don't have the parking brake on. Did you know this car has a parking brake that you can activate?
No.
All right, so you're in park. Hold your finger on that for like 2-3 seconds, and you'll see the parking brake icon come up. Yeah, that's if you're like parked on hills or something. Personally, I think it's overkill, but now you know. Now you know. If people are wondering where's the parking brake, that's it. To turn it off.
Normally if you put your foot on the... Oh, it'll put you back in park. instead of putting you in
Well,
drive.
put it in drive. There you go. Now it's
Okay,
off.
so,
Yeah.
alright.
While we're in here, we can just kind of give you some quick rundown of the dash cam also. The Plaid's a little bit different, but for dash cam recording, pausing, ejecting the USB, you do have a USB in the dash. Or in the glove compartment. It's a little USB stick. I think it's a Samsung that is rebranded with Tesla logo on it. That, if you need to record something, you press it and it saves over the past 60 seconds. It'll save something that just happened. So if you get in an accident, touch that. And
Wait, how long?
one tap.
No, how long will it save?
60 seconds prior.
That's it?
Yeah, so you tap it right away.
I feel like the first thing you're not thinking about if you really got in an accident, and you might not be able to if it was a bad accident, is to record. Like, it should at least do the last 30 minutes.
Well, people that are watching, listening, if you're familiar, comment down below your thoughts and whatnot. If you've been in an accident, used it, what has happened. But also you can set it so like if you honk, it'll save the last 60 seconds from every time you honked.
Huh.
Yeah. That kind of makes it, because if you're about to get in an accident, chances are maybe you already honked. Also, if you press and hold this, it'll pause it. It pauses it. Once you're paused, I'm pretty sure you can safely eject it now. It's almost like in a computer when you hit the eject thing. What it does is it stalls out the software from communicating, so there's no weird lapse. And you can safely pull it out without accidentally wiping it. Okay. Yeah, you got your little aerial view now. You like that? Isn't that cool? Did you see that? It's pretty sweet, right? Got the trees and everything, got the car. The house is just non-existent. I'm gonna let you take the reins for this. So I'm gonna tell you things to do, and you just show our lovely viewers at home what exactly we're talking about. Why will this not come up? If you wanna turn off the HVAC, all you have to do is hold your finger on the, on that. And that'll shut everything off.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Okay, cool. Now, tap it. Turns it right back on. Also, you're probably familiar with, if you want to change the temperature, a lot of people I notice in car reviews and stuff complain the Plaid doesn't have buttons, the Teslas don't have buttons, blah 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 blah. It's so much work to get the stuff. Show how you just turn your temperature down.
This is inefficient, so you could just
swipe. Yeah, because tapping is so dangerous. You can just grab it and swipe. Also, if it's anything like the Plaid is, if you just swipe up, it brings you that stuff. If you need to adjust this is something that people know. You can always just swipe it open and it changes the vents. Roundabout things that you can do with the HVAC. The navigation switch, we'll get to that later, but if you're at work and you want to go home, you can just swipe down, it'll take you there. It'll already get everything set up. If you're full self-driving or autopilot, it'll do all that stuff too. And vice versa. If you're at, did I say at work to go home? If you're at home to go to work, same thing, swipe down, it'll take you there. In the Model S, you get in, maybe it's a full self-driving thing too, because this doesn't have FSD, but that does, my Plaid. You get in, it's just already set up and navigating to where you typically go.
Every day to go to work, it just automatically, it was like to navigate to work, put in drive, and as soon as I put it in drive.
Cool, sweet. The volume button is the same way, where you can just swipe. They didn't really think about that because you kind of have to like wipe instead of swipe because there's not enough real estate on here to do it, but you can always just
and it's really
do
far
it
for
there.
The driver.
Yeah, it is very far for the driver. I wonder if you can, I don't think you can move this. No, you can't. You can't move that, so we're fucked. You ready to see something cool?
Yeah.
So you have your little steering wheel thing there, your little icon.
Yeah.
If you press your autopilot, you'll go into it right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people think you can't enter it while you're not moving, or it's like finicky to get into it. That was pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
That icon moves with your car. Like it moves with your steering wheel.
Oh, I've never seen mine do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's an FSD feature.
It's not. Notice how autistic Tesla's GPS can be sometimes. We want to go this way, right? So this goes straight. There are no lights between there. And it's like, you know what? We're going to have them go left here. So just double check, you know what I mean? Hit the spell check on your nav if you use it. I really like their nav, but sometimes it just gets a little special.
Really good,
it gets special sometimes.
It's, it's feeling away.
Want to go Chick-fil-A?
Oh, kind of.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that. Part 2 of Autistic Tesla GPS. It wants us to pull into this parkway, or this little cul-de-sac, turn around and go the other way, back up, and that one we could just keep going straight for like what, another 2 minutes maybe?
It thinks the road is closed for some reason.
It's
but
not. It's not.
It's
It's very clearly not. Very well not. I feel like such a Karen complain about this right now. I'm not mad. I'm just giving you a heads up. Are you excited to film review video of your car? How long have you had your car? Like 8 months, 9 months, something like that.
Yeah. Roughly.
Yes, that video is coming next. So as we're approaching the supercharger, this is kind of convenient considering this is fucking packed. Now, just pull up a little. Let this. Okay, of course they get in our way.
Back in.
Yeah. So you want to split the lane. So we're kind of fucked here because this person's going to come in. But back up into 3A, and you'll see that. And I'll show you what we're talking about. So if you stop right there, notice there's like a 3A and a 3B. We're splitting that because the numbers control, I forget what it's called, the technical term. This guy's confused.
He's about to sandwich between.
This guy's very confused. But you want to leave a space because the 1A and 1B pull from the same source. So you'll charge a little bit slower. This is perfect. This is where you want to be. We have no one to our left, no one to our right. That guy's going to fuck that dude, but he really has no choice. We did the right thing by, yeah, but I mean, if one more car pulls up here, somebody out of all of us is getting fucked. And we're in the center.
This is hilarious.
Oh yeah, we just got to check
It's
this
taking
out.
him like 10 minutes to back into this fucking parking space.
Pretty sick. Coffee and break, everyone. This dude's
And then he
a
like
beast.
slammed on the brakes. He missed it. It was so funny.
Yeah, he's
He
fucking...
was only going like 2 miles an hour.
Yes.
Anyway. Alright,
That's
stop
right.
filming him. Oh,
No,
good, the dude
I can't
left.
stop. Oh, look, yeah, he's like, fuck this.
He's like, no.
He left because he realized he's going to be charging a lot slower. Kind of on the note of what we were saying earlier, when you precondition the car before you leave. If you set your route to supercharge,
yeah,
it
it'll-
preconditions the battery and you charge quicker. Now, I mean, you're driving, but still it's not the same as preconditioning the battery. It's something different. And it will not charge as effectively, so your charge rate's going to be a little bit different. Doesn't matter though, because we
We're at
don't.
50%!
Yeah, but we're gonna get out and just show you how to charge. So let's just assume that we went to the navigation and then go to charging. See, look, she knows way
Boom.
more than I do. And then the battery starts preconditioning and yada yada. Oh, you set a different supercharger destination?
No,
Or
I didn't pick one yet.
Okay, cool. Oh, so you do no.
Is that not it? The one
Well-
we're at? How does it not know you're already there?
Wow, yeah, it doesn't.
It says 0 miles.
Oh, you gotta click on. Oh, Marlton Stage 4. Okay, cool. So now preconditions battery, and we can get out, and I'll show you what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Open up the door and get out.
Yeah, no.
I just want to see you walk away.
Cold.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we can do that. So what you're gonna do is grab that. It's just some plugs. Yeah, firmly grasp it. Squat. Do you need me to spot you?
Why is it so much heavier than the one we have at home?
Because it's heavy duty. It's like the super high voltage. Plugs right in, and you could maybe see in there. It's charging.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're good to go. Sorry, I just bumped into this diesel generator. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone thinks that these have diesel generators attached to them. That's like the number one thing I get asked. Aren't there like diesel generators like somewhere around the corner from there? And I'm like, no, that's gas stations have diesel generators, and some gas stations have Tesla chargers, but they're not really associated.
But like way more
what I
notable
mean?
behind that, it's
Yeah.
an actual holly bush. Look at it. It's got the berries and everything.
Oh, it's cool. It must be from all the, the EMF?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So yeah, if you come over here, just do a little scoot under that, or maybe jump, a jump squat, somersault, cartwheel.
Okay.
If you pop this open, is there anything in here that we shouldn't see?
No.
Any addresses on anything?
No.
So you got all this compartmentalization over here. That's fun stuff, and we can get in the back. The next thing I'm going to show you is in the back seat, the recline. Very nice. Very nice.
Love having a silent vehicle.
If you, so this is the, I forget what it's called, but like the sunshade. If you press in up here, you can slide it. If you have two hands, super easy. You can compress it in two different ways.
I don't know.
Yeah, you flip it up like that, and when you put the trunk down, it holds it up and blah, 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 blah.
Where I keep all my bags for food shopping.
Yeah. Come around here, I want to show you this. You know this, but some of them might not know this. We have a dog hammock back here. You just pop this out. You have two different settings, and you can see right there for the seats. Yeah,
Both
it
come
folds
all the way
over.
down. If this seat wasn't so far back.
Yes.
Because of someone, then you would be able to see that it folds all the way forward.
Yes.
Put it back. Spot it
And the
along,
shows the
a
next
little
one.
bit more,
Yes.
a little bit
That's the best. Okay, cool. You have any other tips you want to give anyone? Anything that you think I missed?
Oh God, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. Well, with that said, I guess we'll see you here. We'll leave you off here.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Before I leave you.
Don't die.